Hello students. Now let us see the concept of the periodic properties of element and what is the periodic property. First of all, we will try to understand. Okay, then we will discuss the full chapter. So when you discuss a student, that is periodic chapters. Okay, so elements are classified in the group and period student. Elements are classified in the group and period, and how they are classified student. If you talk about their classification, they are classified on the basis of what student? They are classified on the basis of, that is the their whatever the similar properties elements are there students, similar properties, so they are kept together in the same group. Okay, they are kept together in the same group. That is what is the classification students. Okay, now if you talk about the why do we classify this element? Okay, so first of all, let us try to write down the periodic classification student. What is meaning of periodic classification? Here I am writing the terms, that is periodic classification. Okay, periodic classification. So what we are going to understand student, we are going to understand the periodic classification in this video lecture. And first of all, we should know that is what is the classification of element. So there are student, if you today if you want to see student, there are the numerous elements has been discovered now. So many elements has been discovered up now. So many elements has been discovered. It means their study will take too much time. It is difficult if you are separately you are studying one by one element. So what you will find student, that is it will take too much time. It will take too much time to study the each element. So what does what the chemists do student? What the chemists do? Chemists started classifying the element. Okay, chemists started classifying the element, and on the what basis they classified? If the elements is having similar properties, they kept in the same particular group student. And so what will happen student, like that we are having the classroom, so in the classroom only one teacher is teaching, and then throughout all the students are studying. Okay, the same way if any if the some groups of element keeps in together, so even you are studying the one element, so normal general property you will be able to understand for all. So this is the basics idea behind the study of the periodic properties. Now let us see that is what are the why do we classify the element. The first major point is there, why do we classify the element? So they have given the two reasons. They have given student, what are the first reason if you talk about the reasons student? So what are the reason if for the classifying the element? So first reason they are saying there are to make the study of element easy. Here you see student, why do we classify the element? That is first thing is there to make the study of element easy. Okay, and second point is to save the time. Here you can read out, that is here you can read out student, that is there are 118 elements are there student. How much? 118 elements are there. And if you are trying to, if you are 118 element, if you are trying to read out the element one by one, so it will take too much time student. It will take too much time. But what we are saying student, what we are saying, if you are classifying the element, it will take very less time to understand. It will take very less time to understand the elements and their properties. So there are 180 elements are classified into two categories student. First category is that is natural elements are there. Okay, natural elements, number of natural elements are 92, and after 92 there are 28 elements which are man-made elements. Okay, they are the radioactive elements, and they are known as the transuranic element. Transuranic elements means that is after the uranium, whatever the elements are coming, that are known as transuranic element. Now let us move student. If you are going for the other one, you can say that is here the statement is also given, after 92 there are man-made known as the transuranic element after uranium. Okay, now need of classification, it has been wrote, it was difficult to study the elements one by one, so scientists classified element together with the similar properties. Okay, and so what two reason they have given student? Two reason, that is to save time and to make the study of element easy. Now let us move the another slide, student. What are the early attempts did the scientists to classify the element, student? So the very earliest attempt, if you talk about the very early attempt, student, which is used by scientists to classify the elements are that is the first person who classified the element, student, that is who was the first person. If you are going to understand, Daubigny was the first person who classified the element, Daubigny. So how the Daubigny classified the element, you can go the downside, student, of the slides, so you will be able to understand how the Daubigny classified the element. So Daubigny given the triads model, Daubigny selected the triads model, student, and what it said, that is the mean of first and third element, mean of the first and third element should be the equal to the atomic mass of the second element. So Daubigny classified elements in the group of 3. Okay, means group of themes. What is the theme behind the classifying group of 3? That is, all is having the same properties. Okay, if you talk about the example, you can take out the example, student. How can you check the example? Here you see the example, student. That is first example he has taken lithium, sodium and potassium. So if you take the lithium, sodium and potassium, so what you are going to get, student, in the lithium, sodium, potassium, that is if you are taking the mass of lithium and potassium, so that is, it is the lithium and potassium, how much is coming, student, you check. Lithium is having the 7, lithium is having 7 and potassium is having 39. If you add out that, it is coming 46. Okay, and these 46, if you are taking the mean, it is coming how much, student? It is coming 23, and 23 is exactly the atomic mass of the sodium. So how he classified the element? He classified the element that is the mean of the first and last element should be equal to the atomic mass of the second element. This is his basic ideas. And then he given the second group, that is second group he selected, that is chlorine, bromine, iodine. So he took the average of the chlorine and iodine, and then he find the mean of the chlorine and iodine is equal to the mass of what? Bromine. So he classified in this way. Again, he take the third group, third triads, what, student? Calcium, strontium and barium. So what he did, he did take the first element calcium and last element, barium, and then he took the mean, and what he got the mean, student, he got the mean, 88.5, and 88.5 is the exactly atomic mass of the strontium. Okay, but this model was the fail, student. This model could not go the very long time, and this model get failed. And why this model get failed? Because this is not applicable for all the element. Because when the time passes, there are so many element got discovered, and at that time this model get failed. Now, student, what is the other things which you have to understand? That is Newland octave model. So let us see the Newland octave model. What is the Newland octave model, student? When you are talking about the Newland octave model, it is also known as musical notes model. You can check out, student, that is musical notes model. Okay, musical notes model means what, student? That is like that in the music, what is the sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Okay, so again you see sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Every 8th time again sa is coming. Okay, every 8 times the notes is getting the same. So this model is also known as musical notes model. And what the model said, student, model said that is every 8th element is similar in the properties of first element. Every 8th element is similar in the properties of 8th element. So this is what the law behind the Newland octave model. So this model actually given by the English chemist, that is British chemist, that is John Newland. And what is that octave means every 8th element similar in properties to the first element. Now what is the octave how he is classifying, student? When elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic masses, then every 8th elements have similar in physical and chemical properties with the first element. So how they have given, firstly in the first column you see the example, that is sa re ga ma pa they have used, sa re ga ma pa. You can check out, that is sa re ga ma pa they have used, student. And then what they are saying, that is in this one, that is the first column is what, student? You can check out sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Okay, and here is the element lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. So whatever this one is coming, student, first group you can check out, that is lithium, sodium, potassium. So lithium is first, so lithium first, then after that eighth element, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Eighth element is sodium. So this all is having the same properties in the element, same properties, because it is the first is similar in the properties of the eighth element. You can check out this. Suppose if you are taking lithium, student. So lithium is valence electron is how much, student? Valence electron is 1 electron. Okay. Sodium, if you are talking about sodium, it is also having valence electron how much, student? 1 electron. If you are taking potassium, potassium also having valence electron 1 electron. So all is having 1 electron, and so that they are having the valency is also 1. What is valency, student? If you talk about valency is also 1. So this is what something what we are saying, that is they are having the same property. Okay. So Newland octave model is applicable. This is also having the limitation, student. This model is not very profound for the all the element. This model is only goes to up to the 20. Okay, element 20, or you can say atomic mass 40. Okay. After calcium, this model could not proceed, student. So this is what is the Newland octave model, but this model was quite better offered, better than the what is the Dubinian triads model, because this is applicable for the more number of elements. Now let us move, student, for the other. If you are going for the next slide, so what is limitation they have given? Application only, applicable only up to elements having atomic number 40, that is calcium, not applicable for the heavier elements. So this is over, student. Now next model is the Lothar-Meyer curve model. Next model is what is, student? That is Lothar-Meyer curve model. So what is meaning of the Lothar-Meyer curve model? He is also the his effort was the very, student, very nice effort, because he classified elements now till now. This is till now, till today's. His the model is quite impressive model. Okay. So that is what is the Lothar-Meyer model. What he is saying in the Lothar-Meyer model, student. If we talk about the Lothar-Meyer model, so given this is also, this model is known as Lothar-Meyer curve also. Lothar-Meyer curve also. How he classified as element, student? That is, he classified on the basis of atomic volume and atomic mass. Okay, so he take the on one axis he took the atomic volume, and in another axis he take the atomic mass. And then what he did, student? What he did? What he find, that is the similar elements is having the similar position in the graph. Okay, whatever the similar elements are there, they are having the similar position in the graph. Okay, so now you can check out, student. Now you can check out how can we be able to understand element how they have the graph contains sharp point and the sharp peaks and broad minima. Peaks means they are on the top there is the peaks, student. Okay, now let us move in the another slide, so you will be able to understand much better way. There is the, here you see, student, what you are able to find. Here you see there is the they are having the peaks. Okay, in the graph you will find that is there is the peaks are there. This is the peaks, this is peaks, this is peaks, this is peaks are there. Okay, and here is the downside, you will find that is they are the minima. Okay, so what they are saying, Lothar-Meyer said, that is whatever the elements are there on the peak, similar position, they will have the similar property, and whatever they are in the bottom minimum position, they are also having the same properties. So what other things information he was trying to give student? He was trying to give, that is the alkali metal. He talked about the alkali metal. So alkali metal have the more volume, so they are on the top. You see that this axis is the volume axis, so they are more volume, so they are on the top. And alkaline earth metal, they are saying that is they are having the little less volume, so they are on the descending order of the graph. Here you can say, student, that is beryllium, magnesium, here is they are on the descending order of the graph. And what they are saying, halogen are in the ascending order of the graph. Ascending order means whatever the graph is going on the top side, that graph. So you can check out, student, you can check out. So what you are saying in the ascending order, what you are able to find, student, in the ascending order, that is halogens elements are there. Transition elements, where are the transition elements are there, student? Transition elements are there on the minima position, student. So you will be able to understand this concept very easily, student. That is when you are arranging on the basis of, when you are arranging the elements on the basis of what, student? That is on the basis of atomic volume and atomic that is density. So what you will find, that is the elements having maximum volume, more volume, they are having the similar position, and similar position implies that they are having the similar properties. Now let us move in the next slide, student. Okay, so when you are moving the next slide, student, what you will find that is next model you will go. Okay, what is the limitation of the Lothar-Meyer model? Lothar-Meyer curve model, student. That is, this model is not applicable for the all the element. Okay, no proper explanation also given for the elements, student. No proper explanation is given, student, for the classifying whatever the properties of elements are there, that is not given in the detail. Okay, student. Now, student, what we are going to do, we are going to classify the element on the basis of Mendeleev periodic table. So let us try to understand what is meaning of the Mendeleev periodic classification. Because the Mendeleev periodic table, after Lothar-Meyer, Mendeleev was the first successful person. Okay, he given his periodic table, and that was that is applicable till date. Okay, so what was the core themes behind Mendeleev? Mendeleev, started classifying the element in the group and period, student. Mendeleev started classifying the element in the group and period. Okay, and how he classified the element in the group and period, student? That is on the basis of atomic mass. How he said, student? That is, Mendeleev said that is, when elements are arranged on the basis of increasing order of their atomic masses, then what will happen, student? Physical and chemical properties of element will be get repeated. Okay, student. So that is what another rule he said, Mendeleev periodic table, that he said that is, physical properties and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic weight. Okay, he classified elements on the basis of their atomic weight. So what is the law behind that? He is saying whatever the physical and chemical properties of elements will be, that will be the periodic function of their atomic weight or atomic mass. Okay, so how he classified elements? That is on the basis of atomic weight. Another way, how can you define when your elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic masses? Then after certain interval, after some time, the properties of elements will get repeated. So here you see that is how many elements he classified, student. If you talk about the number of elements he classified, so he classified total number of elements, student. He classified the total number of elements is 63 elements he classified. Okay, because at the time of Mendeleev periodic table, only 16 elements were discovered. Now he given the vertical column, student. He given the vertical column, and that vertical column is known as what? The group. And horizontal rows also he given, and that horizontal rows is known as what, student? That is known as period. That rows is known as period. So you can check out here, student, of how many vertical column has been given by Mendeleev, student. You can check it out. So if you talk about the number of vertical column, student, number of vertical column. So number of vertical, number of columns, there are the 9 are there, and that 9 are 1 is 0 and 8. 8 and 0, that is 9. And horizontal rows are called period. There are 7 period are there, student. You can check out. Okay, I mean what they are saying, except 0 and 8 period, all the groups are subdivided into A and B, 2 groups. Okay, 2 subgroup, they are again divided into the 2 subgroup, student. Okay, they all divided into 2 subgroup. And then what they are saying, student, that if you talk about the they are saying that is after subdividing, student, after the subdividing, what they are finding, that is group 1 to 7 they are divided into 2, but group 8 is divided into 3, and group 0 is not divided into any of the groups. Okay, so why, this is how they are dividing, student. They are dividing on the basis of the properties, on the basis of the properties of the elements, student. That is similar properties. And now they are what they are saying, student. If you talk about this one, that is some group, you can check out, student. Period 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, period 4, 5, 6, 7 again subdivided into 2 sub period, student. They are again subdivided into 2 sub period, student. 2 sub period, they are again subdivided. Okay, student. Now what they are saying, student, if you talk about this one, if you talk about the Mendeleev periodic table, that is, this periodic table is having some merits are there. What are the some merits, student? same group elements is having similar properties. Whatever the elements has been taken in the same group, according to Mendeleev, they all is having the similar properties, and elements in the different group are having the different properties. Okay, so whatever the elements that has been classified, student, the other merits, when you are going other merits for Mendeleev periodic table, the one more very important merits for the Mendeleev periodic table is that, if you talk about, that is, they left the bracket space, student. In the Mendeleev periodic table, they left the bracket space, student. And bracket space means what is, this is good for the the elements which are going to be discovered. For these elements, the gaps are very important. Okay, and for them, student, that is the Mendeleev given name also. For that, Mendeleev gave the name also for that not discovered element. Okay, and what are the limitation for the Mendeleev periodic table when you are going for the limitation, student? So this model failed when the Moseley did the X-ray experiment on the element, and Moseley, what he find, that is what the main character of the elements are not the atomic mass. He find that is main character of the elements is what? Atomic number. Okay, so after the discovery of the atomic number, okay, proton, this model completely failed. Okay, so some other abnormalities are there. That is after the discovery of the isotope, after the discovery of isotopes and also bar, this model also get failed, student, because hydrogen isotope, there are 3 isotopes are there, protium, deuterium, tritium, and what you will find, that is in the Mendeleev, the increasing order of atomic masses elements are arranged. So they should be kept into 3 different places, but they are kept in the same places. It means that is they did not follow the rules. Okay, and then next one is, that is for isobars, student, you see isobars is having the same atomic masses, but Mendeleev kept in 3 different places. Like that, what are their argon, are their potassium, calcium, they are having same mass, so he should kept in the same place. But what he is doing, he did not kept in the same place, he kept in the 3 different places. So that is also being failed. Now number of separate place for the lanthanide.